YouTube, welcome. My name is Dr. Jericho Left, which I'm your favorite holistic health, natural medicine, as well as your favorite metaphysician. Today we are going to talk about what it means to have someone like me on your team, right? Many of you have been saying, okay, I've been doing conventional medicine, I've heard about all of these other options, but have you tried metaphysical science? Have you tried holistic health? Have you tried natural medicine, right? And when do you need to go to that? Okay, so let me start by telling my first story. One, I started and I undertook the journey of becoming a conventional MD. Pre-med, studied the whole entire nine. I was a paramedic, did all of that, even in the nursing side of it, right? And I was like, okay, conventional medicine is very powerful, and it's something that, again, even as a natural medicine doctor, like, I still considered conventional medicine a great asset to us. But there are some things that conventional medicine do that natural medicine are more capable of, right? So on natural medicine, we recognize that everything in nature, even our bodies, which is a part of nature, can be healed. Our body has healing abilities in its own right. The body, when a foreign bacteria or virus attacks the body goes into a fever. That fever is the body heating itself up so that it can destroy. Because we know that virus and bacteria at a certain body temperature or at a certain heat, that they end up degrading and then they end up pretty much killing themselves off, right? And so that's why the body's responds by giving you a fever so that it can heat up the core so that it can fight that disease. The body, again, natural response. So in natural medicine, we talk about how can we promote those natural aspects within our bodies, right? To be able to heal in a way in which we're not introducing foreign chemicals in body. That is the key and reason why I switched from conventional medicine to more of the natural medicine. Because the one thing that I recognize in conventional medicine is, truth of the matter is, many doctors go into it, like even myself, we went into it to be able to save or to help our communities. We have a calling to be a healer, right? But once we get into the cycle, and this is just like any job that you work for, you go in with the mindset of it, but when you walk into the system that you have to work in, sometimes the system is not built for what your idea is, right? Today, our medical system is built around pharmacology. This is why you hear big pharma in the day. It's because it is more about being, I'm going to put you on this pill so that you can continuously stay on this pill. Therefore, you can continuously bring in your services to us, right? And therefore, I'm profiting off of you, right? Natural medicine, it's naturally in the earth. So it's not necessarily about profiting. It's more so about healing you so that you don't have to come back to us. And therefore, if you're looking at a continuation model, there's no money for pharmaceutical, or there's no money for them to be made, because once I heal you, you don't no longer have to come to see me, right? To me, that is what a healer and a doctor is supposed to do. Is not to treat you based on your symptoms. Yes, we look at your symptoms, and yes, we say, you know what, you're showing or you're exhibiting this trait. I should be wanting to say, okay, well, this is a respiratory illness, right? So we know that if it's a respiratory illness, that means it's infecting the lungs, right? Or some type of element within the respiratory tract. So the goal in natural medicine is to heal the respiratory tract, not just the condition or the symptom that the respiratory tract is giving out, right? That's one thing. Again, what that means is that's not me putting foreign medicine on you all the time to help you get there. Understand that in acute circumstances, yes, conventional medicine is probably going to be your first go-to, because natural medicine takes the body immune system to get adapted to it, and therefore it can then move forward with being able to heal. So it takes a little bit longer on the natural side of it. But on the natural side of it, it's more sustainable and it's less toxicity to the body in the long run. Because again, the goal is to get you well so that your body can officially fight off of it, build the antibodies to it, so therefore it can resist anything to it. A lot of the medicine that are in the market today can help build and fight that off, but again, is it going to create the long-term antibodies, the long-term resistance towards the conditions that you have, right? Right? So that's one thing. On the other end of it too, natural medicine, holistic medicine, and metaphysical science talks about programming, subconscious programming, and conscious programming, right? So many of us, if you don't understand, many of us operate out of our day-to-day subconscious program. So you ask, what is subconscious program? Again, it is the ebb and flow of life, right? It's a lot of learned behaviors. It's a lot of shadow things, right? We'll talk about shadow work a little bit later, right? Because that's a part of all of this. But it's a lot of those learned behaviors, those learned cycles, right? So if we're constantly in a cycle where we're just operating out of the ebb and flow of life, whatever we're saying to ourselves today is what we're going to say to ourselves tomorrow. It's going to be the exact same circumstances that we have this week, next week, and other, because again, we're operating out of that ebb and flow of life, right? The purpose of metaphysical counseling and science is to challenge your subconscious programming, to allow your conscious mind, which is going to be the decision maker, to move you forward from your present state to your future state, or the state in which you're anticipating going into. You have to bring in consciousness programming in order to get to that, right? So metaphysical counseling help you get to your consciousness, to be able to stand and believe what you know, to become who you want to be, right? That's one piece to it. All in all, the goal for you to be is the highest and best version of yourself. Recognize that one shoe does not fit all. Okay, you as an individual have individual circumstances, individual life experiences, individual environment experiences, and so all of these factors have to be factored in when we're giving you diagnosis, when we're giving you treatment. So I asked you and encourage you today, if you're looking for a natural, holistic, and more of a metaphysical approach to your well-being. Again, the body, the mind, the body, and the spirit are not separate from it. They're one. In conventional medicine, we talk about treating the physical body of it, but what about the mental and the spiritual aspect of it? Because like I said, they're all one. Because if I don't think I'm going to heal, then you can give me a physical pill. But if I don't think, which means it triggers emotions in my body to say, oh, I'm going to heal. This is why we have the placebo studies out here now, where people have been given placebos, water pills, and because they thought, the power of the mind, subconscious and conscious programming, because they thought they were going to be healed, they end up being healed, right? That is what we do in metaphysical science. That is what we do in consciousness program. That is what we do in holistic health. That is what we do in natural medicine. So for you, beautiful souls, again, if you're looking for a natural, holistic, and a metaphysical approach to your health, visit us at selflovehealingarts.com. We're here to support you, to uplift you, and to give you the wellness individual plans that are based for you and you alone, okay?